Have you ever wondered what games you should keep or you should lose? Find out here at Purge Reviews.
I feel like every company on the planet eventually will put out a party game. I know I'm laughing a little bit, but even Fantasy Flight put out some party games, no doubt. So here we are with Stronghold Games. They want to put out their party game. And the problem with party games is they tend to be very, very derivative. So once again, we have one where we're trying to have a judge and somebody matching up and wonky. It's just another form of Dixit, if you ask me. But in this one, you're going to be trying to draw things, but you don't want to be too close, but not close enough. Sound like Dixit yet? And that's kind of what you're going to get. So the one person is going to know what the word is. It's going to be shuffled in. Somebody will get it, and you want the connection of the partners, and you want to trick as many people as possible, but you don't want the people who aren't your partner to guess. And that's kind of what you're going to get with Subtext. So you're going to get some drawing. You're going to get a bunch of words. You're going to play. Each card's going to come through a level. You kind of know what you're starting at. And it's fine. I think it's a good experience. If you like party games, this is just as good as any of them. It works. Scoring works. I feel like it's a fun little game if you like to draw and you like this sort of thing. Does it stand out from the crowd? Not really. I think it's in that mood. And if you can find this cheap enough, this is definitely something to pick up. I think your family or party atmospheres will have a great time with it. I just think there are a million games like this. So I would say something like this, you're going to be looking at price point. Is this a good price point for the game? Is this something that you think that you would enjoy? Subtext really brings it. I think it's a fun little party game, but it's not going to blow your socks off. It's not going to bring you anything necessarily new. If you like drawing vague drawings and try to get people to guess and not guess what you're doing, Mysterium without the withdrawing, then this might fit the bill for you. Buy it based on price. This is definitely a budget title. Purge for me. Here's Subtext, a very crazy box. I don't like the way this box looks at all. It actually makes me go cross-eyed a little bit. Get a rule book when you first open up. Look at that in a few minutes. You're going to get kind of a cool board here, I suppose. I mean, it's just a scoring apparatus, but it has kind of a unique, kind of cool look to it. Very good quality. Let's see what's on the back. Subtext. These are the things I punched out. You're going to have some cards in here, and most of the cards are just going to have words on them. So you're just going to have a bunch of words. That's really what you're buying, is a bunch of words. You're going to get some tokens. You can see the little player things. There's a dinosaur with some numbers on them. Yeah, good quality, but nothing really stands out as being like fantastic. It did come with some baggies. That's a plus for some people. Here's the rule book. It's actually quite good. You have an overview and a goal of the game, a picture of all the components here up there. You're going to have setup, and you're going to have the game flow, and a little bit of examples of here what not to do. I guess it's okay. And then on the back, a little bit more of how the scoring works, which is really convoluted and not very clear. And then who won the game. It's an okay. I mean, it's a party game, so the rules are going to be very, very simple. I think the rule book does a fine job. The winner of the game is going to be the player with the most points, and you kind of track the points up as you're going. And you can play a number of rounds depending on the number of players. You'll choose how many rounds, and you can either be the dealer once or twice. So what's going to happen is the dealer is going to take a look at a card, and before you start, you will decide before the game, like, we're all going to be looking at the number 1. And you kind of put this up here. So everybody knows that when you're looking at these, you're looking at 1. It could have just easily been 2. I think they get progressively a little bit harder as you go. So depending on the challenge level that you want or how many times you've been through the deck. So let's say we're going to do one of these cards. What's going to happen is the dealer is going to look at a card. Let's say Alien in this case. He's going to memorize that. Then he's going to take a number of cards, the players -2, shuffle these up, and give them out to the other players. So the dealer has looked at Alien, he's the only one, and memorized it. He's going to give these out to the other players. Now, one other player is going to get the Alien, and they're going to look at this, and they're not going to know that they're the partner, but they're going to know that, hey, we're going to be doing this. Everybody's going to be drawing whatever's on the top. So this person will be drawing poker, swimming pool, chocolate, guitar, and one person will be doing Alien. Everybody would take a pencil and this little smallest piece of paper they could have provided, which is really just a Post-it note, really. And you're going to draw on here whatever you want to draw. Now, I'm going to show you the example listed here in the books. I think this is easier, not much of an artist. The word is plain. So they're going to tell you, don't draw this, because everybody will know that it'll match. This might be a little bit too close for comfort, but this might be pretty good, like a suitcase, because you would take it on a trip on a plane, maybe. But this might be too difficult to know smoking signs. So as you do that, people will take their drawings and then you'll put them up. So everybody's going to have their cards hidden. Then when you have your drawings, you're going to put them out. The dealer will put on this side. Everybody else will put their drawings on this side of it. And then people are going to guess who is the partner of the dealer. So if I drew an alien over here, these people will try to guess what is on this side. Now, the score is a little convoluted. If the partner and the dealer are able to guess correctly, then they will score a point for that, and it will score a point for every wrong answer over here. So you want it to be clear, but not too clear. So you don't want it to be an airplane, because people will guess, oh, well, that was the plane. That was definitely not the alien, or chocolate, or buttocks, or something. The parachute might be a little bit too on the nose. So you want to be careful about what you're picking as your different stuff, and you'll score points. Now, if everyone is right or wrong, you're going to score points, and you go up here, and everybody's going to have an opportunity to go through and be the dealer. And that's where you're going to make most of your points, is being the dealer or the partner, is where you're going to make most of your points. Now, if the dealer and the partner are not correct, then everybody else can score points that way, and you score points if you're correct in your guess who the partner is of the dealer. Like I said, a little bit convoluted. It's an okay game if you want to be able to draw these pictures out. Here's an example. I don't really want to draw everything out. I'm not a very good artist, but you can see here's the plain example with a suitcase. Now, which one of these would have matched it? Who's the partner? The seatbelt, the sun with the waves, the flower, the diamond, or the umbrella? I'd probably pick the seatbelt, because you wear a seatbelt on a plane. Those are probably the partners. And you would guess who you think it is, and you have these little tokens that you'd put out. And that's kind of how it works. It's just a little party game. Not much to it. A little bit of fluff. Who should buy this game? Budget title people looking for something, a party game. This will definitely do it. You want a drawing party game with a little bit of Dixit mixed in. This is a really fun experience. And I know I've been a little harsh on this game. It's not as bad as I'm making out. It just doesn't stand out from the crowd. For me, it's going to be a Purge.